Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Fastlane Pod.
Everyone.
Hello, everyone. As usual, my name is Olaomi, and with me tonight is, as usual, my employer Timmy. And with us tonight is a very special guest, a very, very special guest. Her name is Rihanna. Rihanna, welcome
Hello.
to Fastlane Pod.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome. Rihanna is a super F1 fan. She has a TikTok page, rihanna.sona at TikTok. We'll put that in the caption later on. But Rihanna, welcome to Fastlane Pod. Thank you for honoring us with your presence. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
Without too much ado, we're going to ask you, tell us about yourself. Tell us how you got into F1.
Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Rihanna, as they said, and I create motorsport content on my social media platforms on Instagram and on TikTok. I'm a big Nigerian F1 fan, and I got into F1 growing up. I watched my father and my uncle. They were very big Formula One fans. I used to watch them watch Michael Schumacher. Yes, that was my first F1 love before I discovered Lewis Hamilton, of course. So I watched that growing up. Then Lewis Hamilton, the era of Lewis Hamilton came, and obviously he looks like me, the only black man, the first black and the only black man. So it was inevitable for me to just be a fan. And over the years, I followed F1. I wouldn't say as intensely as recently, but this year I realized we didn't have a lot of Nigerian, or should I say African motorsport spaces. The majority of people that you see online that create motorsport content are Africans. They are probably South African, maybe a bit of Kenyan people, but I didn't used to see anybody that was Nigerian doing it. So I just, my friends were like, oh, do it. And I was like, okay, I will do it. And I started creating content at the start of the season, and we're here now. So far, so good.
Wow.
I have met a lot of F1 fans, and it's been amazing. I met a lot, like a bunch of people through me posting online. That was how I met Timmy. And it's been a very beautiful experience. Yes.
I was about to say that Rihanna
Yeah.
is my F1 Instagram bestie. And we met online. Yeah, literally.
did.
My sister was like,
did.
oh, there's this girl I follow, and she loves F1 just like you. And then I think she shared our pages and we started following each other. And since then, we are always in each other's comments and on each other's pages saying, oh my God, did you see what Ferrari did to Lewis Hamilton?
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So it's been very amazing. Yeah, it's been very amazing. And I got to discover we have a very, very big, not big, but big in our, like, if you look at it, because Nigeria is not really big on motorsports, but I discovered there are a lot of motorsport fans in Nigeria through me creating content. So yes, that's basically my F1 story. Thank you.
Interesting. So you have to give us your Instagram handle as well, so we can add. So we can.
It's the same. It's the same username. I use the same username.
Rihanna.sona. Okay.
No, not dot.
Okay.
Rihanna.sona.
Rihanna.sona. Okay.
Yes.
Rihanna.sona. Interesting.
Yes.
Well done. Well done. So we might as well get into it then. We might as well. What is your impression of this season so far?
This season, okay, as an F1 fan, this season so far has been, will I call it cinematic? I try looking at the way the ending of the season has been, the plot twist. But as a Ferrari and Lewis Hamilton fan, it has been very, very painful, heart-wrenching, trauma intensive season. It has been bad.
Traumatic.
But it's been traumatic. Season, it has been very entertaining.
Rihanna sounds like she's going to need therapy for this season.
Yes. Ferrari are owing me
Between
money.
you and I, yeah, she's going through a lot, and I'm just trying to cope as well. But yeah, Ferrari fans, we need love. We need love this Christmas.
We need
love.
The funny thing is, I also support McLaren, yeah, and McLaren haven't even made things even better. Maybe okay, they won the constructors' championship, but their internal nonsense is really.
I like the expression internal nonsense.
No. It's
Come on, guys.
just
Can you people not get it together? But having said that, what would you do differently? I like the spirit that they're moving with. This idea that we're going to let them race. Papaya rules. Because without papaya rules, this season would not be so interesting, would it now?
No.
well,
No
it
and
wouldn't, but at
yes.
the same time, it probably could have if they had allowed them to race and not put their mouths in certain things. We would
Mm-hmm.
have seen a lot of action. We might have even seen Mercedes 2.0, but we did not allow us to see all of that.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
Yeah, I feel like they had these papaya rules and they said we're gonna let them race, but in truth, they didn't really let them race and they kept interfering. And the when they did race, I feel like it was never fair, right?
Mm.
And so I mean that then created, the mess we have now. Not to talk of the fact that let them race, and then all of a sudden, okay, I'm not going to get into that again. But all of a sudden, one of your drivers that was coming first is now fifth. It just like make it make sense, right?
yes, yes.
I
It's been a mess, to be honest. It really has. And because of the old papaya rules and McLaren BS, Lando's if Lando should win the championship, his win his win will not be, I wouldn't say it won't be credible because everybody's always going to talk about the fact that McLaren treated the other driver like that. He's not going to enjoy his win, to be honest, if we are going to be honest, because people are just going to undermine it.
so
That's one angle.
let me put that up to the light for a second. Do you think if Lando won, let's argue that Lando won it. Do you think his win would be less important if he won it without papaya rules? If they
Yes.
actually just said from the very, but because then it wouldn't be Lando. If they had not used, if they had decided that whoever was ahead at the halfway point of the season would be allowed to win the title, then wouldn't Piastri be the one who is winning the title?
Yes.
Um,
Well,
was he
let's
ahead?
not look away from Max too, because after the break, Max and Red Bull, they became very, very crazy. Like they became
Very
good,
strong.
very
Mm.
strong.
In
So
Leclerc's words, Max started fighting like an animal.
yes, yes, yes.
See, Max is a shark. Max
That
is a
guy.
shark.
Yeah, and
There's
Red Bull.
no debating it. But the other thing is this: without papaya rules, if the team had backed an Oscar or a Lando very early, maybe the first quarter or the first half of the season, maybe title race would be over by now.
Yeah, of
Mhm.
course.
Probably
Of
over by now.
course.
But whoever won wouldn't it be less credible because or is a win a win a win? Is it a win? Is a win is a win? Does it matter how
I
you won?
feel I feel like McLaren already knew their winner. Like they knew who they wanted to win. So whether like it's just like we need to be logical here. Lando has been
Yeah,
in the team for years.
yeah.
Obviously they want the person that's been in the team for years to win. Then also like the British bias, then his relationship with Zach Brown. Like even in interviews before the season started, Zach Brown was already saying it. It's the Lando Norris season. Abi era. What was he saying?
Mm,
Like,
mm.
bro, you have another driver. Talk nice about the other driver. No. It's the Lando Norris season, blah 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 this, blah 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 that. So like we already knew from the beginning. That's why from the beginning, when they started this old papaya rule stuff, people started saying is that like Oscar exists. This guy is actually performing. They did not, and I feel like McLaren did not expect Oscar to perform so good the
Yeah,
way he did
I
this
think
season.
that
They
was
were
the
not
issue.
expecting him. Yes. So it kind of like messed their plans up. Then after they now won the constructors, they were like, they don't care again about the car. Yeah, to anyone they want to do, they should do. Because like, what are we gonna do about it? No, nothing. They won it already. That's what is important to them.
No,
Okay,
that's a good
so
point.
can we just even jump into this now? So who are your predictions? Both of you. Like well, all of us, I guess. What are we predicting just in terms of drivers championship? Because we still need to talk about the race tomorrow, right? But in terms of drivers championship, what are we predicting? Who is coming
Oof.
first, second, third? I hate these predictions, by the way, because I feel like it's like me confessing something.
See,
um,
so Oh my
Go,
god.
Rihanna.
So I don't. So if I want to be honest, if I should delete 2021 and think, okay, that Lewis had his eighth, I'll say I want Max to win it. But But I don't want Max to be close to Lewis's seventh. That is the only thing. Aside from the fact that I don't want Max to be close to Lewis's seventh, I feel like Max needs to win it. So that McLaren would calm down. They'll sit down and they'll think. And they'll maybe retract their behaviors or like look at the rubbish they did all through this season. And at the same time, because I don't want Max to be close to Lewis, maybe and I'm trying to be realistic about Oscar because at this point, I don't know. But I really, if it's possible, I really want Oscar to win. But if I'm being realistic and logical, maybe Max should just win it because I don't want Lando to win it. I
No,
don't want.
but
So, what's your actual prediction? What's your actual prediction? Who do you think is
exactly.
going to
My actual prediction: Lando would Lando would win the championship.
win? Is that your prediction or your hope?
No, not my hope. That's my prediction.
Your prediction is Atlanta. So, who comes second?
Max.
Max.
And
Piastri's third.
third.
Oscar's third.
Yes.
Timmy, do you want to
This
go
pains
next?
me to say.
Timmy, do you want
I'm
to go
sorry,
next?
right? But yeah, but there's something that has tarnished my predictions, and I'm so upset that I saw it. But I saw a post that basically said it was actually posted by F1, and they said that if Norris wins, just gets like I think it's like 2 points more in each
Yeah,
race than Max or Oscar, then he's
he
won.
has won it.
So
Yeah,
that makes it hard, right? Because it just means if you get 2 points more. So what does that mean? In reality, that means if
he
Lando
takes
wins
P1.
yes, exactly. But if Max gets P1 in Qatar and then
Then it goes to the
Lando
last
comes
race.
behind him, then it goes to the last race.
Yeah.
Okay, so in that case, do you know at this point, and I cannot believe that I'm saying this with my mouth, but my prediction, okay, my prediction is Lando, to be honest. Let me be realistic. And then Max and Piastri. But my hope is Max, Lando, Piastri.
Okay. After, can I
Okay.
say something too? Can I say
Max.
something?
Yeah. Go on.
Okay. So we need to also like look at past stats too. Lando hasn't been great in Qatar, and
Mm-hmm.
because of the last disqualification of McLaren, I feel like they'll be so super careful that they wouldn't like the car will be different. I don't know how to put it.
Mm,
Then
okay.
looking at their terrible pit stops, they are bad at pit stops too. Like they're really terrible, and there's a mandatory to stop strategy rule.
This is a
So
two-stop strategy. Okay.
yeah, so like for Qatar, my money is on Max. To be honest, like if you look at those like things,
Mhm. Before we go on to Qatar now, because I want us to look at the stats when we talk about Qatar. But Olawumi, what's your predictions for championship?
This is an exam. This is an exam.
it's so hard.
It's hard. It's hard to call. Look, if I go back to pure momentum, I'll say Max is a shark. And when sharks smell blood, they attack. So I feel like the mental edge is Max's. You know,
Mm,
that he's the way he's chewed up the gap between them so much in the
it has
last
nothing to do.
5 races. He has
It
nothing
has
to
nothing
lose.
to
He can just
lose.
decide, you know what,
Mhm.
bin it. You know what, I have 4 titles. First corner,
Actually,
he can attack it the way he attacked Lewis in 2021. You know, where I'm just going to run. I'm going to run you off the road. You're
Mhm,
going to be the bigger one, but if you leave it to me, we'll both crash. And
mhm,
instinctively, these guys avoid him. The time when Lewis refused to avoid him, they took each other out of the race, right? And
mhm.
so I think Max has the psychological edge over Lando and
yes.
Oscar. Okay, I don't see Oscar coming from behind too. Look, I don't know. If I had to
Mm.
predict, if you put a gun to my head and said, "Allow me call this," I would have the same dilemma you're both having. I would say my head says Max wins this.
Okay.
My heart says I want Lando to win. Then I analyze it this way. All that needs to happen is as things are now, Max and Oscar need to win both races to win the championship. The two of them actually need to win both races.
And they need Lando to
All
fail.
Lando has to do is come. All Lando has to do is come third. To be honest, I think Lando only has to come third. I think that's all it is. Let me just run F1
because the thing about Piastri, which is strange, right? Because I feel like in previous years, people used to say the same thing about Lando. And this is while you're looking up the numbers, Olaomi, right? So people used to say, Lando, does he really want the title? Because he didn't have confidence in himself. He seemed like he had this like whole imposter syndrome. He wasn't very confident, that sort of thing. And now I would nearly say the same thing for Piastri, although I feel like McLaren have done this to him, right? I just don't feel like Piastri is confident enough. Like, he's not aggressive, he's not confident. It's kind of why I'm happy that Max has shortened the gap, because I know Max can give us that run for our money that we're looking for. He can attack, he can be aggressive, he can be hungry. With Piastri, it's like, guy, like, wake up. Like, it's like his team have told him, don't challenge
They've killed his
anyone.
spirit.
They've killed his spirit. Yeah.
I'm going to make my prediction. So where we are now, right? There are 24 points in it. If Max wins 50 more points.
Lewis.
2026.
So if Max wins both races, or if Oscar wins both races, they get 50 points. That's the maximum they can get now.
No, they can get more than
points,
that.
Do you mean the sprint?
No.
Do you mean the sprint?
Oh, there's a sprint.
There's a sprint.
Yes.
There's a sprint.
So
And if you look at
weekend,
previous statistics,
of course.
Lando is not great in Qatar. He isn't. If you look at
this
his previous
weekend,
stats.
there's 33 points available. 33 points. So 25 from the race, 8 from the sprint.
Yeah, okay. I see the problem now. You know what it is? Lando would need to take. Yeah, if Lando came third in every single race left this season, he'd win. He'd win by 2 points. Yeah. If Max won all 3 races, right? Max would get a maximum of 58 points. Okay. If Lando got third place in all 3 races remaining, he would get 36 points. Okay. The season would end with a 22 points gap. Okay. It'll be 22-point gap.
Because he's on 290 now.
It'll be a 22-point gap, and that'll be a 2-point championship swing. That's what you need. So
we need Taliban Oleni and Osama bin Russell to do something for us. That's my favorite.
I have never heard that before.
You have. There are memes all over the internet about George Russell and Kimi being.
I love
Osama bin Russell.
Kimi bin Laden. Osama bin Russell like Kimi bin Laden.
Taliban Oleni. Taliban Tonelli.
Taliban
Oh my God, I love that. Please send that to me on Instagram. I love that.
Yeah, I'll look for the memes.
Can I just say something? Can I just say something that although these Mercedes boys are not in the championship contending or whatever you call it, right? They are good ops. Like, they're good opposition. Like, whoever is trying to beat Lando needs to use them, because both of them, when they're on the track, they are so bloody annoying.
They don't care. They have
nothing to lose.
They just be doing
that.
Telling you off we need road.
They have nothing to lose.
I love it.
Bro.
What's their own?
Kimi was 100% at fault during that clash with Oscar and Charles, but he was so lucky. It was Oscar that chopped it. And I feel like, God, British bias, British bias is the only British athlete that never ever benefited is Lewis Hamilton, from in my own opinion, because the British bias in F1 is something else, and I know they did that thing intentionally so that Lando will gap Oscar.
Oscar. So I'm gonna stick my neck in the sand now, and I'm gonna say that Lando wins this. I'm gonna say that the pressure at that point is Lando. All Lando needs to do is come third in every session. He's not, obviously has to then beat the Ferraris because
But
you
he
can
knows how to
imagine that.
bottle things.
Yeah, he knows how to. He's like Arsenal. He's like Arsenal.
But Arsenal are doing well so far.
I hope there's no Arsenal fan in the house. I hope there's no Arsenal.
I am.
Arsenal
I'm an
fans,
Arsenal
please
fan.
forgive me. No vex. Lo siento.
We're at the top of the tables.
Well, you are. I'll segue for a minute. One of my friends' profiles today, I saw Arsenal FC. We are the Gunners, and we are top of the Champions League and top of the Premiership. And I said, "Your voice is loud, dude. Your voice is loud, dude." In fact, she started with Bayern Munich collected. Bayern self don't collect. I was like, okay. Bayern have collected. Okay, all right. But that's okay. You're now going Champions League and Premier League. It's not even January yet, though. Can you just chill? It's like halfway through the season.
Allow people
So I'm
to
gonna
enjoy
go.
things now. That's
Please
how the other day
enjoy.
when I was celebrating Ferrari Ferrari qualifying well, they told me that I should shut up my mouth. Then the two drivers now went and they DNF'd after. God, this hasn't been our year.
No, it's not. It's been a hard year. I'm a Lewis Hamilton fan, and it's been a hard year. I honestly thought that when he switched to Ferrari, that even if he didn't beat Leclerc, I thought it would be a much closer season. And you know, when he won the sprint in Shanghai, I think was it China? I thought, yes, this guy he's back. You know,
We're back.
but we're not back. The only place we're at is we're back on the back. We're not back.
But honestly, it's not like Lewis isn't trying. He's trying. Like, we should even look at Charles. The car was built for Charles. So even Charles is struggling. Ferrari's
Oh, he's
internal.
struggling.
We see all these things. We listen to the radio. We listen to everything. It just doesn't make any sense. That Lewis's engineer, he even needs to go. They need to sack him.
No, he needs to
go
go.
first.
He
needs to go.
He needs to. You know, Lewis wasn't allowed to bring his guys from Mercedes, which is sort of understandable. You want people who already know the car and know the internal systems to be in charge.
And obviously, Mercedes wouldn't want to let them go to their greats.
Rihanna, you were saying something a few minutes ago about Charles.
Well, yeah, I just went on Instagram and I saw, you know, they had their interviews today. And they asked him about the Aston Martin move, and Charles was like, "No, that's not going anywhere. That he wants to win a championship with Ferrari." Obviously, Charles can't leave Ferrari like willingly.
I don't believe that. That's what they say. I'm not going anywhere. I want to win a kidney. Then next year you just see breaking news: Charles Leclerc, something. Look, the guy is 28. True. He's 28. But he's not going to.
Have to.
He's going to put his career first. Oh yes, it's all well and good. He wants to win one with Ferrari, but is that not better than Ferrari next year bringing in a new guy? They're already blaming the drivers. They'll now bring in a young rookie in 2 years' time, and they will sideline Charles, and by then it'll be too late for him to find another seat. I think that Charles is going to put himself first. He will put himself first.
You know, I think Charles should leave. And I'll tell you why. If you look back at the last few great champions, okay, Michael Schumacher won 2 back-to-back with Benetton, and he left to go to Ferrari. Lewis Hamilton won 1 at McLaren, then he went to Mercedes. So Michael then won 5 in a row at Ferrari.
At Ferrari, yes.
Lewis won 1 at McLaren, switched to Mercedes. He won 3. Sorry, he won 3 and then 3. 6
and 3.
6 titles. Yeah, so 3 and then 3. And I now look at Alonso. Alonso won his 2 at Renault.
Renault.
Yeah, Renault. Vettel won 4 in a row at
Red Bull.
At Red Bull, right? Mika Hakkinen won 2 in a row at Mercedes, at McLaren, sorry. And I feel like if you see something here, the guys who went on to win multiple titles didn't stay in one place. They saw when the tide was shifting, and they were able
Yes.
to move at the right time, to a new team. I also followed the news today. I read that between yesterday and today, Aston Martin have made some very, very key changes.
Yes.
They've now
Newey
put
is the
Adrian Newey as
TP.
their team principal now. So he's in charge of the
Yeah.
technical department and everything. Adrian Newey is probably the most brilliant F1 engineer ever.
Yes. He's the one that won Max's 4 now.
Exactly.
He won 4
Exactly.
for Max and 4 for Sebastian Vettel.
Vettel, yes.
And he's won at Williams, he's won at McLaren.
Yes.
He's won titles everywhere. I think only Ross Brawn and maybe there's a name that's coming to me now and it skipped my mind all of a sudden. Gordon Murray. I think Gordon Murray, sorry, I'm showing my age now. Sorry, no. But so what do you think, Rihanna? Do you think that Charles should leave Aston Martin, Ferrari, and go to Aston Martin? Do you agree with Timmy?
Well, if Newey gives them a great car next season, why not?
But
Why
he
not? I
won't know
think
unless
he
he
should.
crosses.
But I think he should. But I feel like Ferrari Prestige is like a drug. Charles' entire life, that is basically all he has ever known. When they went to Italy, was it Monza? That they were in front of the Tifosi, like everything. I was just even Lewis was gagged. Like Charles is like a god. Charles is like so. I feel like he likes it. Even his girlfriend, that's basically her career. I mean, his fiance, that's her life. So if he leaves, he will go to Aston Martin.
Let's
But
be
if
honest.
he would
Let's
win
be hon-
there, he should go.
let's be honest. I don't see, and I would like your views as well. I don't see Charles staying at Ferrari and winning a
And winning.
championship. I don't
Yes,
see
I
I
how
don't
it's
agree.
going
either.
to be.
I
So
don't
if he
think
does
If I
so.
not
had to,
have any, if he doesn't have any ambition to win the championship, then no problem. He should stay there.
But
I
if
think
Newey
if
builds a
they had to
fast
bet,
car, he needs to go to Aston Martin ASAP. They should
Exactly.
sack Lance Stroll.
And he's
you
lucky. No, Lance Stroll, I think the guy is going to leave. I think
I think Lance is
apparently,
going to leave. I think this is
apparently
last. This is
Alonso is
last
even
year's.
retiring next year. Is that true?
Yeah, Alonso said it that if they give him a fast car next year, he's retiring.
So then you don't even need to bounce Lance. Although I do feel like Lance is going to leave
No,
as well. I
if you
think,
want to win the team championship, you have to bounce Lance.
yeah, yeah.
You have to
Yeah.
maximize both cars. It comes down to this: who do you bet on to deliver one, the fastest car on the grid? Two,
For next
the
season,
best team. Yes, next season. Two, the best strategy. Three, the
not
best
Ferrari.
development cycle, the best team for basically. If you had to bet between Ferrari and Adrian Newey,
Newey, please. But I saw
see,
something.
it's a
I
no-brainer.
literally saw something before I joined the podcast on Instagram. They said that Red Bull and Ferrari, their cars are like similar, something, something, something. People in the comments were not like that. Does that mean like Ferrari are building a good car for them to have like similar like builds and all of that? So maybe
Okay.
next year, maybe because Lewis and Charles, for Lewis to be saying is that next year's car, next year's car, next year's car. So I
You
feel
know
like
The
the
only
even if
good
truth
thing
Ferrari
about
even
about
builds a
it.
good car, even if Ferrari builds a good car, their strategy, their
exactly,
Exactly.
exactly the
You
strategy.
know, the truth about it is I feel like we're lucky that we have a 1 year grace period in the sense that it doesn't make sense for anyone right now to move, right? Like, let's see
mm-hmm,
next year, let's see, and then we can have the same discussion and who do you bet against, right? Because next year people
yeah,
are still testing things, they will make tweaks and stuff, but at least we'll be able to see who has the speed, right? Who has at least
yeah,
the bare bones, the structure, the right engine, whatever the case is. So at
mm,
that point, mid-season or whatever the case is, that's when Charles and co need to be having these discussions that, okay,
yeah,
what are we doing for 2027?
yeah.
Yeah, and the interesting thing about next season is you have a rules reset anyway.
Yeah,
Everybody's
everybody's
back to
starting
square
afresh.
one. Everybody's back to square one. The last time there was a rules we set like this, on the engine side, Honda got it wrong. On the car side, Red Bull absolutely nailed it. Mercedes absolutely bungled it. And Ferrari didn't get it right either. So with the rules we set, with everything, see, I think we all agreed that we think that, but yeah, like Timmy said, we all agree that that Charles should switch to Aston Martin. But we all also are thankful that there's a 1 year gap in which we get to see what everybody does.
Yeah.
Luckily, no one is changing teams this year, so you get to see what everybody does, right? You get to see what's going to happen. But if you had to make a bet now for next year between just on the cars now, between the Aston Martin and the Ferrari, who do you think builds the better car?
It's a no-brainer now.
I can't pick, to be honest. Let me not lie.
My money is on Adrian Newey and Aston Martin.
Same.
I was going to bring up something else, but back to McLaren for a second. They asked Piastri today if the team had discussed with him the team orders and if he was willing to support Lando's championship. Do you know what his answer was?
He said no.
No.
But it's a stupid question now. How can you ask
Like,
somebody that's second in the drivers'
McLaren have a
championship, are
problem.
they willing to support? Yes. In fact, I would be so upset with that sort of question. It's not like I'm fifth. I'm not even sixth. I'm number 2. And you're telling me
I have
I
a chance to
support.
win.
It's even more annoying because they could have asked Lando to support him when he had a big, wide gap.
Yeah. Yes. You didn't ask Lando to support.
God.
You
I
know
need this
what?
season to be over.
You know what? Tomorrow I just want there to be havoc because I just believe, I wish Oscar would just take.
Havoc.
I don't want to use the wrong wording but I wish he would. And I wish
Crash.
him and Max. No, not crash. I want him to grow a pair and just
Like,
be
okay.
aggressive. Yes, let him just be aggressive. The way Max is going to be. Wait, can I just go back to this silly stunt that Lando pulled at the beginning of the last race, the Las Vegas race, where he just dived in front of
Max.
Verstappen and ended up going off the track. Of course, he didn't even calculate the dive well.
He's a chief butler.
They should do it back to him in this race. And of course, if Max dives, trust me, he's gonna get it right. He would have calculated. They should do it back to him in this race now.
Yeah, like I need them to mess with him. Like, because right now, the person with the most mental pressure is Lando. The kind of pressure Lando will be on right now, it will be so intense. His head will just be like, hey, they're coming. They're coming. But Oscar is chilled. I just feel like Oscar is really chill right now because he's not more the one at the front. So no pressure.
To lose. Yeah.
And Max too. At the beginning of the season, when Red Bull was all messed up, Max had already accepted that I'll have my number 33 next year. So right now, Lando is the one with the most to lose.
I agree with you. I also see a problem there, though. The problem I see is the fact that Lando doesn't actually have to win. Truth of the matter is, Oscar and Max both have to win, and they both have to win every single race. So if you have
Lando
a case where you need Lando to DNF, basically, because let's assume that, and Max goes very well in Qatar. Let's assume that Max wins Qatar and Oscar is second. All right. Let's assume that Max wins both races at Qatar and Oscar is second. Then you roll to Abu Dhabi. Max has to win Abu Dhabi as well.
We just need the Mercedes. Like I said, the Mercedes boys, they need to be all.
I think that problem is, sorry, Tim, I was saying that the challenge I see where Oscar and Max are concerned is that they might cancel each other out. So imagine that Max wins both races in Qatar. He has to then, and all Lando does is come third in both races. He still needs to win in Abu Dhabi.
What do we have the statistics for Abu Dhabi? So I know in Qatar is a max track, right? I think he in the last 2 years, he's come first. 2022 there was no race. 2021 he was second, lost first to Lewis, right? So it's his track. But I don't know about Abu Dhabi. Let me check.
Abu Dhabi. Didn't Lando win Abu Dhabi last year?
I think you may be right.
I'm just going to dig up the last few races.
Yeah, I think
Yes,
Lando
you're
won
right.
Abu Dhabi.
Lando won. However, between 2023 and 2021, Max won. So, in fact, last year, Max was not top three. So it makes me think whether there was an issue with his car, because in all other years, he's been first.
And I'm sure he probably didn't bother again because he already won the championship.
Yeah, so maybe exactly. So to be honest with you, the last two races, it's Max has like the world is his oyster, but the track is his oyster.
Yeah, I agree with you.
The track is his oyster.
We just need the universe to like surprise us and maybe let Oscar win, and then Lando will now DNF or something will happen to his car, mechanical issues or something.
We need a DNF. Let's call it spade a spade.
Yeah,
Just
so that
one DNF is
it should be
enough.
decided in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, and you know what? I feel like we need a Russell. Can someone call Russell and just say all those times, that you've been bullied on the track? Can you please come alive for us? But I don't know.
Yes.
Lando and Russell, are they friends? I don't know.
Well,
per
Russell
British-
really likes Lewis,
British
and Lando has
Unite.
made some very funny comments about Lewis, so Russell should.
Yes.
You know, if we
What's
go
the
back
thing
to
he said?
English, if you go back to English pride, so there are two angles to look at this thing from where Russell is concerned. Russell would like to be the next English champion after Lewis. So if Lando wins it, then it's this thing. But Russell does not like Max. But Russell and Max don't get along.
That's what I was going to say.
So I can see Russell, and all Russell has to do really to help Lando is hold up Oscar or Max.
Yeah.
Think about it.
But
As long
then
as
again,
Lando is coming third in every race, Lando is fine.
Yeah.
So if Russell is behind, if Russell is third and Oscar is fourth, Russell is not letting that podium go. But if Russell is third and Lando is fourth, and he can see Lando in his mirror, does he lift and let Lando pass?
No.
What
you said about the old English champion thingy
is very true.
I feel like because
you can't win it before me.
saying
I won't
that
let you win
Lando
it
is
before
better
me.
than him. I think they debuted together. They came together.
They did.
50 races
I think
together.
last race, in fact, they both did their 150th race.
Yes.
At Las Vegas.
If you look at it from that angle.
And people are saying next year is Russell's year. I think they're saying, right? Next year
they
is
said
Russell's
Mercedes car
year.
is super fast.
In terms of the championship, right? So Russell is probably thinking, I just need to hold this guy off from winning this one. And then next year, I'm in the fight.
But then Max would now be on 5.
I'm going to speak to Russell tonight.
You're going to call Russell like,
Yeah.
yo, George.
Toto needs to talk to him. Toto needs to talk to him.
And then they should just bring
anybody
out
but
that
Max.
Antonelli. They should bring out that Antonelli.
Taliban Antonelli.
The funny thing is that Antonelli, was it the last race or the race before where I think Antonelli was blocking someone? Was it Charles or something? And he just won't get out of the way. It's like for the longest time.
Charles.
Yeah, I think it was Charles. For the longest times, Charles was trying to overtake him. I won't get out of the way.
They named him the Italian Minister of Defense now.
Literally. And you know what's funny with this Antonelli? Like, it's not even your race. Do you understand? Like, this, you are number 7, right? Like, just leave these guys that are fighting for top 3. This Antonelli, he will know. Don't you remember when he was fighting? He was second. He was fighting someone at the top. It's just like the guy is a go-getter. I love it. So
yeah.
He has a point.
One of the things that pissed me off about the last race was because like he and Lewis were on the same set of tires. So that means Lewis could have went on those tires. He could have went on, but our sweet, wonderful Adimi, whatever he calls himself.
Adami is
no, we need a name for him because I don't even like mentioning his
Adami
name.
Taliban.
It's like bad luck.
If you check
Adami Bin Laden.
Ferrari's comments, hashtag Elkan out, hashtag Adami out. That's like, so the social media manager will be so exhausted.
Yeah.
Ferrari social media team. They'll be so tired.
Honestly, you know the funny thing about Ferrari? I was thinking to myself the other day, the biggest thing can happen, like the double was DNQ that we saw in the
Yeah,
last race, right?
double
But
disqualification.
yet, when you look at the media, it's just Ferrari, Ferrari, Ferrari. Do you get what I mean? Like everyone is always talking about Ferrari, nothing good, but still they're always in the news.
But guess what? Ferrari did it first. Double DSQ, Ferrari did it first.
Yes,
Yeah,
now
we
they
did.
said
Blankware,
that.
Ferrari did it first. Everything you can talk about, Ferrari did it first.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
He did
gosh.
it first. We were here first.
Yes,
We were here
Abi,
first.
they're still collecting money now. This team money every year because
The
they're the
prestige,
oldest
yeah, the
team.
prestige, but the oldest team,
Prestige.
the only team to have competed in every single championship.
So have
Oh
we
my
done,
God.
just before we wrap up, right? Have we done predictions for Qatar?
No, we
Top
haven't.
three. Can
No,
we
we
can we
haven't.
just go round?
Let's do that now.
Let's start with Olawumi
Rihanna,
this time. Okay,
this
no, let's
time
start with our
around,
guests. Let's start with our guests. Sorry. Go ahead, Rihanna.
Okay, for the sprints, I'll say
Okay.
Max, Oscar, and Russell for the sprints.
I need to write this down, right? Because
Yes.
Rihanna, we might invite you back on to just if
we are going to
Saturday and
invite her. You know,
Sunday.
I think she should be part of the rest of the season. And
I know
until
because
you know, and we'll
yeah,
come on your TikToks and we'll join you on your TikToks.
because I
But I
feel
think you should
like
be
if
here. Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday is chaotic, we're gonna need to talk
Mm.
about this. So Rihanna is saying
So Max,
sprints, Max, Oscar, and
Oscar,
Russell.
Russell.
and
Okay.
Russell.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And for
Main
the
race.
race?
For the race, maybe Max, Lando, Oscar. I'm just putting Max
Wahoo.
at the front because Qatar is the turf.
Wahoo.
So
And
Qatar is
then
the stuff. Then
Abu
the pressure
Dhabi.
on Lando
Abu
right now.
Dhabi.
No, let's
Oh, are
not
we
do
doing
Abu
Abu Dhabi?
Dhabi.
No, let's
No,
wait.
let's not
Okay,
do
we're not
Abu
in Abu Dhabi.
Dhabi. There's
Okay.
too much we're going to allow me. Please just allow us, please. Not
And
yet.
I put Russell there because Russell always finds a way to be. I don't
So
know.
Russell
He
is
literally does
you
nothing.
you
He'll
you
find a way
said
to be
Max, Lando, and
top
Oscar.
three.
Are you making Russell fourth, or are you putting
Yes.
Russell above
Yes.
Oscar now? Russell is
I'll just
fourth.
put Russell in the top 4.
Okay. Tell me, let's
How
do
is
you.
Mercedes in Qatar? How is the car?
I'm not sure about.
Not bad. Hold on, let me look at last season. This is
Oh my
Abu
god, oh
Dhabi.
my
This is
god.
Qatar.
I forgot to like include the fact that Qatar is a very, very intense race. The heat,
Mm.
the
The
humidity and
heat is
everything.
amazing.
Yes. And the
So
cars.
last time around, Lando was second, Russell was third in the sprint. Oscar actually won the sprint last year. What year is this? Hold on.
Can I change my prediction?
So
No,
2024.
I like your predictions.
Let's go. So 2024 sprint race.
Oscar won the
This
sprint.
Oscar won the sprint. Lando was second. George was third. Max clearly crashed out.
Yeah, that's what I said as well.
I just need them to crash. Not like a serious life-threatening crash, but enough to.
Disclaimer.
And then
Disclaimer. Nothing serious.
the main race
Or
was
if I could just like
Max.
teleport to Qatar and take my saw so that I can shave off some parts of Lando's plankway so that I have plankway.
Village people. So you have
so you
the
can
race
go.
was Max, Leclerc, and Piastri. If the main race ends like this, then oh my god, Lando at that point will
I need him
at
to
that
bottle
point
Qatar.
Lando will come 10th and get 1 point.
Are these your predictions, Olawumi?
No, I'm reading last year's results. So
okay,
Timmy, what are your predictions for Qatar?
Okay, for Qatar, my prediction.
I'm writing it down.
Yeah, same. I was writing it.
So Timmy, here you go.
I just really hope Oscar really like fights. He needs to fight.
Above everything else, I want it to go to the wire. I want it to end on the last race weekend, on the very last lap of the very last race.
I agree.
And that's why I want it to go to the wire. No matter what happens, I want it to go to. It has to go to the wire.
Okay, but my predictions will be for the race.
Sprint.
I'll go with the race first. Race Max. I'm gonna throw a Russell in there and say Max, Russell second, and Piastri third. Is that what you said, Renat? Is that what you said?
I don't remember what I said, but I know that I put Max.
Rihanna said for the
Rihanna
main
said the
race she
other way
put.
round.
Oh, for
Oh,
the main race. Okay.
yeah, so I'm not predicting Lando in top three. Okay, then for the sprint, I will say Max, Lando, and Oscar. Just
Wahoo.
because I'm hoping that the two-stop strategy will mess them up in the
Oh,
race.
that's true.
So and
I
yeah,
wish I could
usually
change
it's
my
Lando that.
prediction.
You know what both of you have done? Both
Yeah.
of you have sent with your predictions. You've made sure that the championship does not end this weekend.
Yes.
Both of you have made sure of that fact. Based on your predictions, the championship will go to the final race, which is
Yeah.
what I want
What is
anyway.
yours?
Which is what I want. My
What
prediction,
about you?
me, for the sprint, Max, Oscar, and Lando. For the main race, I'm going to go with, here's something ridiculous. All of us have given all of Qatar to Max because I'm going to give Max the main race. I'm going to go with Max, Oscar, and Lando. Can I say a pattern here?
Yeah.
I'm assuming
But you
that
won Lando the race in Qatar.
yeah. No, I don't win. As far as I'm concerned, Lando wins no more races. As far as I'm concerned, he doesn't win any more races this season. He doesn't need to.
Guys, I need to love you and leave you.
No worries.
I
No
had a
worries.
lovely time. I really did.
It
I
was a
hope
great
you
time.
did. I hope
Yeah,
you
I
It was a
did.
did.
great time.
I did because I don't
Before
have friends that I can talk about stuff like this
we're
with.
going to drag you. We're going to drag you onto this thing more and more and more and more. Before we go, Rihanna is Rihanna Sona on TikTok. She's Rihanna Sona on Instagram. She loves the sport and she knows a lot about it. And I think I'm one of the luckiest people on this planet. I was surrounded by two beautiful F1 fans today. So thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much for having me. It was so lovely. A great
We
experience. Thank
we
you.
will meet in your Instagram DMs during the weekend, and then we will come and
Definitely.
reconvene here.
Yes, definitely. Quali tomorrow. Sprint quali tomorrow. So
Yes, yes,
from sprint quali, we'll know how the weekend will go.
It's going to pan out,
exactly.
right? Yeah,
God, please.
definitely. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching us. Thank you for joining us
Thank
today.
you. Thank you.
Please be sure to leave us a comment, leave us a like, and share this video with someone who likes us. Once again, Rihanna is Rihanna Sona on Instagram, Rihanna Sona on TikTok. Thank you and good night.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.